Hi, today is the third day of being logged in, and our focus was on ideas and managing downside. So I wanted to talk just about that. Regarding ideas for business, there are a couple of important things that I personally take into account. You can let me know what you take into account. But because all of this idea of login for me is around building a business, and so most of the things, most of the thoughts will be centered around that. But of course, I will try to also put some ideas around self-improvement and mindset work that I do that help me with that. Ideas. If you're creating any type of a product, either physical, digital, app, whatever, it needs to solve a problem. This is that simple. Somebody is hungry, they want to buy bread. By creating a bakery, you're solving a problem of people being hungry. If somebody has mental health issues, they're probably or hopefully go and talk to the therapist or try to manage it with meditation or journaling. You're providing the solution to the problem. Somebody wants to get somewhere, they buy a car. By creating a car, you're providing a solution to the problem of getting somewhere faster. You get the idea. All products that work solve a problem. Now, this is the first thing always to keep in mind. Is the thing that I'm trying to work on solving a problem, which problem? And it needs to be pretty straightforward. Then, second thing that I take into account is, does it excite me? Because it will be hard, and you will rather go through tough times and actually go through them and not give up if you are excited about the idea, space, problem that you're solving. So it needs to you need to be internally motivated. Then once we've got that, the third thing I look at is Maslow's pyramid of needs, which is basically this concept which is fairly known of humans' needs. At the bottom there are physiological needs, so like food, and going up there are much more advanced needs. At the top of the pyramid there's self-actualization. So in order to get from one step to another, like from, I don't know, physiological needs to needs for safety and community and then self-actualization, you need to have the lower level solved in order to get further upwards. So the best products usually solve problems that are very low on this pyramid of needs. If you're thinking about digital products, you're probably not thinking about the physiological needs of like food and like water and stuff, because that probably doesn't solve it. But you're thinking about like community, safety, being wanted, mating, stuff like that. So the lower you can go in the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the better, because it will be easier, because it will tap into the most primitive human desires, and that's easier to sell, basically. And then, based on that, what I usually do, I think like, okay, how to position it, right? So how to talk about the problem and to whom I should talk about it. So here, it depends, but people who are spending the most money are people who are going through some big life changes. So either switching schools or starting school, moving places, going to another city, having a baby, going through a breakup, starting a relationship. These are like big life changes that people are more keen on changing their behaviors, spending more money, and creating new habits. So if you're moving from one place to another, you might change your grocery store that you go to. You might buy a lot of stuff for the house. You might switch your internet providers. There are different things. So these are the moments where you can actually tap into the desire for people to change their behavior or to spend money. So yeah, this is around the very basic thinking around ideas. There probably are a little bit more nuances that I cannot fully articulate. But now on managing the downside, I don't want to get too deep into it. I think the mindset change, the mindset thinking here is crucial. So the story that you're telling yourself will most likely be true. So it's like the person that thinks they will succeed and the person that thinks they won't succeed, they're both right. And what does it mean is that if I tell myself that I'm not really good at it, or that I'm not really, I told myself that I'm not really good at remembering names. And while I was saying that, I believed in that and I identified with that. So I became that person. I'd say that the belief and the story that you tell yourself is the most important one. If you say that, oh my god, it will fail. It will, because you will subconsciously, first of all, you won't be as invested because you think from the beginning it will fail, or I will fail, or I'm not enough. Then subconsciously you will probably sabotage, or you won't give your 100%. And yeah, like this is the biggest alpha that you can have in basically persevering on and becoming better. Just telling yourself the story that you want to believe that actually makes you better. Yeah, I think that's it for today. It's been a long one, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow.